week 6 of the Cargill division. From the Motor City Mayhem, I got Steve Barker. And from the Next Gen in Schwartz, we got Tyler Titcat.
Hello.
Thanks for jumping on the call with me, guys.
No problem.
Week.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel this week.
Ooh, yeah. We're really pulling the strings here. So this week we have a little action for teams that have already played 2 matches. We got Pinsanity versus the Misfits. And then Pinsanity is taking on the Pinslayers in their new home at Duncan Lanes. And then the Misfits taking on the Pinslayers to round out our week. Just a little 3-hour show this week. That's nice.
Yeah, nice little round robin with 3 teams. Misfits went 6-2, 2-6 their first time out for 8 points, averaging just under 250. Rough start this season for both Pinsanity with just 2 points their first 2 games, and the Pinslayers with just 1. The difference being, both ran into pretty hot teams in the Rock and Rollers and the Rebels the first time out.
Yeah.
The difference being the Pinslayers averaged over 250 for their 1 point, and Pinsanity kind of struggled and got lost both games.
Yeah, they stole a couple points there. I know Mary Jo played really well to steal her point there. Obviously, like this division, there's no runaway. Everybody's kind of been beaten up on each other. So a couple wins here is big for any of these teams to move them up the standings fairly quick, right?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely going to get them back in play.
Yeah, 100%. Misfits are tied in that 3-way tie for a 6th spot, I think it is, or 7th spot. But obviously, there's so much movement available in this division. Obviously, only in week 6. It's not like teams are that far into the season. Besides the Trash Pandas, they're like 7 games in already. But
Yep, and then teams like the Roses yet to start. But that's the way it is with trying to put the schedule together and lane availability and different things going on in different provinces.
Yeah, exactly. Well, with that all being said, let's bring in our managers for this first match. So obviously from the Misfits, we got Mr. Barry Urquhart. And then team manager for Pinsanity today is?
All right, gang, look alive. Yeah. Wait, what?
Second guess.
Not Valerie.
How's it going?
Good. Yourself?
Good. I'm not sure if everybody knows what the weather is like out in Alberta. There's about a foot of snow on the ground here in the last day. How is it looking in PEI?
We got about 2 feet in the last 2 weeks, but it's all come down in rain.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's pretty good in comparison.
Yeah, fair enough.
Easier to shovel.
So how's the team doing here?
Sorry, Carrie, what was that?
No worries. How's the team doing, Alan? Are you guys all ready to go?
Yeah, everybody's eager to get back at it. We ran a little tournament here last weekend, so everybody should be in their prime.
Perfect. That's a good sign. And Barry, how's the Misfits looking there at Bonnie Doon?
Oh, they're hopefully looking ready. The early morning again for them, but have to get up a little earlier to get through the roads, I guess, today. So everybody made it safely, so that's a good start. So.
Yeah, you have the new addition of Justin Langrock, and he's obviously got a little bit of travel all the way from Red Deer up to Edmonton, so he made it safe and sound?
He did it safe. Yeah, he made it safe and sound.
Perfect.
Roads were good until, I guess, basically Edmonton, so, of course.
Yeah, that sounds typical Edmonton clearing their roads on time, just like every year.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's get your lineups here. So, Alan, Pinsanity's first.
Okay. I had it here a second ago. Just bear with me. Okay. First up, we have Ray, then Sherry Wedge, Scott Clays, Mary Jo McKenzie, John Walsh, and we have Amy Spence and Ian Stewart on the bench.
All right. And Barry for the Misfits.
And our leadoff, we have Alan Hurst. Second, we have Michelle Hoyle. Third, we have Curtis Dunas. In 4 spot, Brandon Coburn, and in our anchor is Justin Lang.
Who's on the bench? Yeah.
Ron and Jamie with Haley sitting out.
All right. Well, that sounds good. You guys have a great match, and we'll get you started here right away.
Thanks. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
All right. So no snow on the ground for PEI. All the snow on the ground for the Misfits in Edmonton. Does that play any role in this match?
I mean, Bonnie Doon's in the basement, so like when it's cold, it doesn't really. I mean, that mall is so big, it doesn't really affect them.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing down on like maybe 1 and 2, and the staff have left like the smoking door open, but it doesn't look like that's where they are.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Strike to start.
Nick with that corner.
I really like this lineup from the Misfits. Obviously, like next gen, we play beside them quite a bit, and I don't think I've seen this lineup before from them.
No, I don't believe I have either.
Right. Like Alan's pretty easygoing, loves the positivity. Michelle's kind of the same, and then you start to get up into your little bit more intense players. It's like that nice gradual build of intensity as you go down the lineup.
Mm-hmm. And Brandon hasn't played this year. Obviously, I'm not sure if he was available the first week, but he's getting his feet wet this season.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He didn't get in, but Alan and Justin last time was their first time out in 5PL. Both played well. Justin averaged 258 and Alan averaged 260. So pretty good bookends for their lineup, top and bottom there.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Sherry.
Alan was saying that they just had a tournament here last weekend, so these players are in tournament form, hopefully, and obviously both hit the pocket first ball, so that's a good start.
I had some stats from that tournament. Hold up.
There we go.
Yeah, Pinsanity, I don't think will be happy with their effort the first time out, with just barely an 1,100 one game and just under 1,000 the other game, with the experience they have, especially with Mary Jo and John Walsh there.
Yeah.
It's one thing I've noticed a lot about Rustico is they leave a lot of corners, and I'm not sure if that's a lot to do with the ball speed or like obviously Scott throws
another one
plenty of power, but
yeah, you've seen it a lot with even your challenge last year. Like there was a lot of corners for the kids too.
Yeah,
kind of seems like it's an everyone thing.
Yeah.
In their tournament, looks like they had lots of representation. Mary Jo beats Alan. John Walsh beat Scott. Steve Kneebone beat Shakira. Justin McRae beat Veronica. And then in the next round, John Walsh played Steve Kneebone. John won. Mary Jo played Justin, and Mary Jo won. And then I don't know if John and Mary Jo decided just to shake hands, but they tied for first, taking home $1,500 each.
Oh, wow. It's a nice payday.
Yeah, that's worth coming out.
Yeah. Another corner.
I'm seeing a trend.
Yeah.
So we have the Misfits putting up 3 strikes and 2 spares, and at the Pinsanity just shooting at their corners.
I would take it to it.
And from what I've seen at Rustico, it can leave a fair bit of corners. You will get the odd kick. So the odd, if you throw with some speed, you will get the odd bonus 2 or the odd bonus count.
Yeah.
So
kind of the goal of this league, though, right? Like, put the ball in the middle and just kind of see what happens. You know, everyone's going to play well. Like, you're never really going to get a break or like an off game where you can just coast your way in. So you got to put the ball in the middle and just see what happens.
Yeah. You're never going to be, and you can never count a team out too, right? Like,
no, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like at the Open or whatever, if you get up on a team early, it really is hard for them to dig themselves out of that hole. Where in the 5PL, like the first half, sure, you can get even a 200 pin lead, but that last half after that commercial break, it feels like a whole new match, and some teams just come flying out of it, and they can eat up that gap so quick.
Yeah, and part of that too could be, even though most teams are watching the other teams throw balls on the monitor, but not having that in-person feel for momentum and atmosphere and whether it's really high or low.
Yeah, you're not having to sit there and alternate lanes. Like once you get that rhythm going, you really can just keep going, with the exception of having to wait for the other team to finish their frame. That was a better shot. There we go. Oh.
Kick.
Yeah, Bonnie Doon. A little extra 2.
It's funny that you said that to Bonnie Doon. It's like, I don't know how many teams have that now. Like, oh, GP gets the kickback. Oh, Panorama gets the kickback. It's like,
almost seems like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
That was a good shot.
Yeah. Roasted.
So Alan's going to leave a couple sticks on the lanes. It's going to let Nick jump back in, pretty much even out that match after 2 frames.
Sherry just
interesting to have. Corner. Yeah. Surprised Misfits turned their mic off, or maybe you turned it off, Trey, because normally they're pretty loud. They're an energetic team, especially for 9 a.m. in the morning here in Alberta.
Yeah. On our side of the divisions, we don't have Mitch's technical expertise, so usually we don't have sound just due to the system that we're using. So it's pretty quiet on our side of things. But yeah, even when Barry was doing his interview, the Misfits were quiet. They're listening in. Maybe they wanted to hear Barry's wisdom.
Maybe.
Or making sure not say anything bad about him.
Yeah. Nice shot by Curtis there. Yeah, so we got 6 corners already for Pinsanity. Sparing them though.
Yep, and there's been some good shots too. Like Mary Jo's last one was pretty much on the nose, so I think she was happy to get away with the corner. But yeah, a few of the other ones could have been strikes.
That looks a little. Oh, I didn't expect her ball to move that much. I thought that looked pretty solid.
Yeah, it moves quite a bit, like that backup.
Yeah, I wonder if I know a lot of our Eastern centers don't use quite as much oil as we do out west, so I wonder if they're pretty dry there.
Yeah. Being a community center, maybe.
Yeah. It's such a nice center, though. Like they obviously take care of it. I think they just did a whole bunch of renovations last season.
Yeah, I really like it. Like the color, the graphics on the side of the building, like
it
has the old school masking units, but that's a little homage to the sport, right? I really like the look of it.
Yeah,
it seems like the same ball returns as Bonnie Doon.
Yeah, they do. No, they don't. Those are single balls. Bonnie Doon is double wide.
Yeah, fair.
Very similar though.
The holding rack, yeah.
It seems like a very cool little community place. So
yeah,
lots of different activities going on.
Yeah. Justin's just off the middle there. See if he can dial it in. That was better from John.
The legend John Walsh throws a strike.
Yeah,
it's kind of neat.
Methodical.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Like obviously Justin's been to nationals, I believe, once before, but right now he's playing against one of PEI's most recognizable faces in bowling across the country, right? Like it's neat to see the players that may never get to go to nationals or very seldom get the nationals get to play against those players that will always tend to be there, right? Add something to it.
Yeah, and playing with players that they would probably never get to play with, right? Like Mary Jo and John are quite often the singles at a PEI,
Mhm.
and would rarely be on their mixed team together, I would imagine. I mean, obviously it could happen, but it's a chance for PEI to put together their strongest players that typically get separated by the format of open.
Yeah, fair. And then, yeah, as we were saying, like Justin and Brandon are both central bowlers, and they get to play on a team with Edmonton players that they wouldn't normally get to play, especially if they don't play Masters, right? Cool. Nobody's
We're talking about
blinking
this.
yet.
What's that?
Nobody's blinking yet. Everybody's hitting the middle, hitting the pocket.
Yeah. We talked about it during the TPC on the final live stream while Carrie was bowling. These first like 7 frames feels like a game of chess. Like no one's really doing anything dramatic. You're kind of just setting it up. You know, you're putting yourself in position, and then like the last 3 frames is where like all the big moves, people break out the fist bumps and the big splashes come in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure it is. Especially like right before the commercial break. Like I always feel like the first half of this match is just kind of understanding where the team is sitting. Like maybe you're getting lots of corners and you're making spares. So is there an adjustment to be made? Or a few of your players are opening up quite a bit while one player's running hot. It's like what does the manager need to make a change to help that player that's running hot? Like I find it's just finding where the team is sitting in that moment is the first half of the game, and the last half of the game is like, okay, this is all our chips. This is what we need to do in order to try and win as many points as we can, right?
Yeah, almost vying for position.
Yeah.
And even in the league too, when we've seen it oftentimes, if teams get off to huge starts and are up 200 or 300, in the 4th or 5th frame, oftentimes that lead gets narrowed down to 100 at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now,
a better shot.
Yeah. Now, last time out for Pinsanity, they did have both teams ran away from them early, and it became a bit of a romp, but happens sometimes.
Okay, that corner.
Oh, 17 inches strikes again. You can see that ball pretty much stayed on the lane, just blows by the outside of that corner.
Slides by.
I hear people complain about that all the time at Nebs, but I still say there are way more spares on the inside of the lane where you just clip the pin than you lose on the outside.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so this is kind of the first hiccup we're kind of seeing. Pinsanity's kind of running into headpin problems now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
first 2 players punched, and then Mary Jo splits.
Hit the middle.
Still tough to...
Every time, just only 3 strikes so far.
Yeah.
And that's a tough position for the coach, right? Like when all of your players are 100% on the middle, but they're all equally like corner strike headpin. How do you decide, okay, we need to make a change for energy or for momentum?
Right. And then to complicate it, your player with the highest score that's going the best is playing against the triple off the start. So even he's trailing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And John with punch, strike, punch.
Yeah, they haven't missed
yet.
Not
the pattern you want to see.
No. It's the hardest part about our sport, right? Is you're doing 75% of what you want to do, right? You're hitting that middle stick, the one closest to you. You're just not hitting it where you want to hit it on. And it's just, like they say, it's a game of inches. At 60 feet, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, and a lot of times if you threw it a little better or a little worse, you'd get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. You're in trouble when you let go of the ball and you go, oh, that one felt amazing. And you just know out of your hand, it's like, nope, that's dead on the beak. That had no chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the other tough part for the manager too. You've only had 1 week of play with 2 games, and you kind of, I know I like to get everybody involved as much as you can early in the season.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want half your people constantly only getting 4 frames in.
No, not until you've established a routine that works for your team, and like if that's what works for your team, great. But at the start of the season, you definitely want to see like who's feeling it, who's got the right energy, who's got the right mentality.
And I hope that some people are looking at like, okay, it is like a professional league. These players, you're kind of building a story for them too, right? Like if you got a player that starts out really hot, starts out with 2 big wins, is averaging 300, you probably want to start them again in your next set, because now maybe they have a chance playing for Player of the Year later in the season. Like you do want to get everybody in, but you kind of want to build a resume or a profile for the season for certain players that start out really well.
Mm-hmm.
Should Absolutely. Be like a comeback Player of the Year, should there not? we should maybe think of something like that.
Only we knew who was in charge.
Sure. Yeah.
That was a better shot.
Yes. Some people may take it personally and don't want to remember how bad they were the year before.
Yeah.
Oh,
little thing cuts through. Yeah.
My thing is, I think his last 2 were on the left side. So,
yeah, Pinsanity takes the veteran move, and they're trying to not hit the head pin and see if they can get anything different. Yeah. That's a lot better. Yeah.
Hey, with Curtis opening there, Scott's not too far behind.
You jinxed that. He hadn't missed that corner yet. That 100% is on you, Carrie.
I meant opening his strike streak. I did not mean opening the frame. But hey, when you know, right? Like, is that a thing? I didn't black cloud it. What would you call that?
Coincidence.
We'll leave that up to the audience. Mary Jo finally gets theirs.
Oh, I'm sure I'll hear about it now.
I gotta say, Michelle looks really comfortable out on the lanes. Obviously, she hasn't played quite so much lately. I think she had an injury a couple seasons ago that took her out of the Open, but just these first 4 frames, she looks really smooth, really fluid out there.
Yeah. Yeah, she's put 4 marks together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doing well.
It was nice. Smooth, good finish.
And John's one of those people, if someone asks, how do you bowl? He's a pretty good starting point to say, watch him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just very basic, nice and easy. And so consistent, like, all his national experience. He doesn't just get there because he plays in PEI. He gets there and he's almost always like threatening the step ladder and making good runs. And I believe he's won the Open before, has he not?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. There's a reason he's
was in the step ladder last year. So Pinsanity's 3 strikes and a spare is going to give them a huge advantage going into this next frame. Could close that 60-70 pin gap.
Yeah, they kind of flipped up there. They had the rough frame the frame before, and their Misfits had the rough frame in frame 4.
Yeah,
and the match is a real close game.
Yeah, match is still very close.
Oh, the bowling gods give it, and they take it.
And then Nick throws a strike on the spare right at the same time. So that's big.
It's the lead. Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
No, I was just going to say the Misfits obviously losing 2 key players the last 2 seasons with Brandon Hagen going to the Average Pros 2 years ago, and then Schultz going to the Crushers. But being able to pick up, an Alan Hurst and Justin Langrock really, really keeps the team very solid, and they've been a playoff team the last couple of years too.
Yeah, Misfits has definitely been that team where I think, at the inception of the league, or when they entered the league, a lot of teams kind of were like, well, I mean, they're Misfits, right? Like, we don't know how this team's going to gel. We haven't really seen these people compete and run deep in tour finals. But as a team, they are so cohesive. They work so well together. Barry has so much experience as a coach and as a player that he really understands how to set matches. And yeah, they've consistently made playoffs and consistently won big games that they have to win to make moves.
Yeah. The Misfits have been strong competitors the whole time, right? They were in a tie last season for the last playoff spot, but they beat the Dream Crushers in the match that mattered and took that final playoff spot, right? They're always there.
Yeah.
They're super strong. I know 2 seasons ago, Brandon had that heartbreak in frame 10 for the Misfits to get knocked out, and the Misfits ran into a hot team last year in playoffs. But like a playoff team through and through, they seem to be there every season.
Yeah,
just that breakthrough moment, and maybe the Alan and Justin additions are the key factors. There we go. We had Nick with a strike up top for Pinsanity. Sherry kind of running into a little rough one here last couple frames, and Scott unfortunately turning that chop off.
It'd be tough for Sherry, corner punch, like could just be trying to find that strike instead of trusting the shot.
Yeah, and a good start there by Scott, unfortunately with the cherry on the top, but rough start in week 1, but he averaged 258 last year, which is pretty solid, and Brandon's going to want that shot back.
Yep. They happen.
If anybody knows Brandon, everything is loose. He makes sure his hand is loose, his feet are loose. So every once in a while a ball will get away on him, but he's probably one of the smoothest, easiest throwing players out there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. He used to wear slide-on sandals for his
sandals.
That's how
I forgot about that. That was insane. I remember seeing that on Wednesday nights and just being like, how do you not go arse over tea kettle over the foul line?
He one of a kind for sure.
That's Justin's good shot,
yeah. Little bounce back frame for the Misfits. 4 spares, 3 spares on a strike. And 2 strikes for Pinsanity.
Still fairly close heading into the break, though.
Yeah, no matches are out of hand. The second match is getting a little, probably outside of 3 balls now, but most of the matches are still there.
Yeah. John's just not loving the odd lane, the even lane.
The odd lane.
Yeah, however you want to look at it. So we got 5:55 for the Misfits to 5:06 for Pinsanity. We'll run our commercial break and come back to you for the last half of this match.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All I want to know, Ty, is did that commercial make you want to go do some landscaping?
Yep. It's just I'm inspired. I'm kind of intimidated, actually. It's real intense compared to the rest.
Yeah. It stands out.
I'm afraid I'm going to get run over by a forklift or something.
Well, maybe we can incorporate it somehow. We do miss you being in the commercials, Ty.
No, we don't, actually. We don't.
Yeah, go pick up a shovel, go grab some dirt, and then we'll just clip that in.
I'll make my own commercials. Oh, joy. Looks like maybe we have a swap here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy and Sherry. Awesome. Ah, good. That is I know in volleyball they call it a coach's point when the coach times out and the server misses their serve. So we'll call that a coach's strike, maybe.
Yeah. I liked the bow off the lanes.
Yes.
She did her job. She knew the task.
And we finally have the Misfits Yeti. I was looking for it in the first half.
Oh yeah, it's out there.
It is. So Michelle shows the first opening for that second place match. Over in the other stream, we've got a Manitoba Showdown, Avalanche versus Dynamite. They're about 70 points apart after 6 frames.
Nice.
Oh,
Scott. Feel it. I feel it.
that hurt. That hurts so much.
Yeah.
And it hurts too because sometimes,
Oh,
yeah, you cut through your spare shot on a good shot, and then Curtis gets a
And
little
then that.
for a strike. Yeah.
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 That's why it's called the penalty shot. Don't miss the middle on your first ball. So that could happen. That one sucks. That one hurts.
Yeah. You don't like watching that either because you're like, it was such a good ball.
Yeah, it was exactly where he wanted to throw it. No doubt in our minds.
Yeah. They did everything right. What do you mean?
Brandon capitalizing on his 2-pin spare.
Yeah, it's a 30 count is a 30 count.
Oh, great
Very
shot,
nice.
Mary Jo.
Well, it looks like maybe she didn't love it. That face.
She seemed a little worried about it. We weren't.
Not at all. There we go.
Justin seems a little locked in. He's got that hand wave to the right.
Yeah, it's such a simple approach. Big backswing gets lots of roll on the ball, so when it finds the side of the head pin, it tends to take a lot of pins with it. See if John can get back on the strike train.
Yeah,
You
four of
could,
those in 6 frames.
it's so hard. I mean, John must have such a long leash with his experience and how he throws the ball, but I mean, Justin's got the turkey on the other side. You got to be looking for some kind of change, whether that's with John himself or in the lineup.
Yeah, because they've got Ian on the bench, and he's new this year and did play the first week, averaged around 200 for his 14 frames. So it's one of those, if you put him in, it's a tough spot. It's a tough spot to put him in too.
Yeah, you never really want to pull your anchor. Not that your anchor is some special position, but you want your anchor to be someone that the team trusts and has confidence in. And when you're pulling in that position, it really destabilizes that confidence in the team and the team energy.
Yeah, and I think as good as the league is, I think that's where the depth of team shows.
Yeah.
And again, nothing against Pinsanity, and I don't want to give them any bulletin board material when we play them in a few weeks. But the difference in depth in their team, and not just depth talent wise, experience is a little harder, right? They might not have the depth to put someone on the bottom for someone like John Walsh, where your team or the Crushers,
Nice.
or even our team.
You have a lot of people on those teams that have played anchor at national events and in high pressure moments where a lot of these players, I mean, I think Sherry and Mary Jo are really the only ones that I've seen playing anchor. Maybe Scott as well, but I think that he tends to play higher up in the lineup. That sort of that anchor position can be psychologically intimidating for a lot of people that haven't played there before.
Yeah, exactly. And then with totals still being close too, right? As a manager, you're saying, okay, even if Justin runs away with that bottom match, if it comes down to it, you trust John's experience in making a bit of adjustment to be able to have a good finish.
Absolutely.
The Misfits 4 strikes last frame and 2 so far this frame already.
Let's add one more.
Yeah. Mary Jo going for 4.
Oh yeah, that one looked like it wasn't quite the same spot.
It looked like it was out a little further early.
Yeah. That was kind of what I wanted to see. Right after Pinsanity had all those head pins, it looked like they were just a little like flat. I mean, it sounds pretty obvious, but they weren't really finishing and getting that nice like roll through the shot. It was kind of just out on the lane. And they seemed to solve it there for a little bit. So hopefully they can get back to that good feeling for 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah, and it's
Misfits are certainly putting up.
In our sport, as you know, it's so much touch and feel involved, right? Much different than just hitting it than throwing it with confidence and getting good stuff on your shots.
Yeah. Sure. John broke the pattern, so now he's free to just run away with it.
Yeah, and a good job by Amy off the bench with her double for the Pinsanity. And again with Sherry, her first time playing in the 5PL. Very good start with the 2 corners pairs and the head pin, and then just lost the middle a little bit.
John, a little quick there.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think that necessarily always warrants a pull, but Sherry being up against Michelle, who was running 5 marks in a row, just kind of one of those unfortunate situations where the change had to happen. Oh no.
Corner coming back to bite them.
Seems to be the haunting motif for Pinsanity as those corners.
And I think the other thing as a manager looking at that bottom match too, there are times, and again, I don't know how familiar Justin would be with John, and then obviously not playing, it's, different dynamic if you're playing head to head.
Yeah.
But sometimes
Oh, there you go.
if the other person's on a big string making a move, the other person like, oh, okay, I got John, I'm playing John Walsh and I got him out of the game. It could, could be a tendency for Justin to let up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Ooh, that was not the ball.
Not the one that she threw the last 2 frames.
No, you could see that one she let go right at her waist. Didn't get it out in front of her. That was better. Oh, jeez.
Ooh, Alan. Well, kind of a couple hiccups here.
Yeah, a little bit of blips in focus, we'll say. Amy was really fast on that second spare shot, so hopefully we took her time on the third one. See if they make that score correction, because I don't know if 5-1 is a score.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ellen will update that.
Oh. See, Scott's just gotten a little extra fast again. Obviously, he is a quick player, but that one just was really, really fast out on the lane. Timing was off a little bit.
Yeah, and it looks like when he overthrows it a bit, he loses a little bit of the stuff on the ball.
Yeah. It becomes more about the power instead of the roll and the rotation.
Right. Yeah, that shot looked a lot better.
Yeah. So both teams here saying, why don't you have it? Why don't you have a little bit, have some points. Have some points.
The 8 frame blips.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom of the lineup has got 3 doubles working for the Misfits, though, so they'll be looking to right
at
the
least
ship here quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. See if Mary Jo can get back to that. Nice.
Still strong on the middle. Hasn't missed yet, right?
Yeah. She rarely does. Even watching her play at Open Nationals, she's always around the middle.
Oh, I black clouded that so bad. I'm not going to say anything anymore.
You got the bonus kick, though, on the deuce. It should make the spare a little easier.
Yes, thank goodness. For her, it just, we say it about a lot of players, it's just the power sometimes. She does throw the slower ball, and it certainly works, but sometimes you just need a little bit extra gusto. That was a good spare.
That was same as a corner spare, as somebody would say.
Ugh. Banned from the stream. And Curtis does the same for the Misfits. So there's one of their doubles gone. But they still have 2 to play with. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing a team and I see like a 5-bagger and a turkey in their bottom 2 players, I sweat a lot. Like, it's just you're like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Like the top of the lineup's gonna have to do a lot to try and balance out what's happening on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. It's as we've done this 5-pail, obviously in the 4th season now. It's more so now than I've ever noticed it before when you play open or masters team stuff. Doubles are so huge.
The mentality for doubles has shifted for sure.
Yeah.
Just such a momentum swing score wise and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I've never really noticed it before, but now it's like if you can get somebody on your team on a double, it is like you said, it counts so fast that your score adds up so much quicker, and it's something to watch for on the other team. It's like, okay, well, they got 2 doubles working. Like we need to match that somewhere. We can't.
Yeah.
It's all about team total, right?
Yeah, and mentally, I was going to say, if you're, even if you're struggling along yourself, if you've got a couple people on your team going, and you see that you've got doubles, it frees you up where you're not pressing as much.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Is it changes that mindset from like, oh, okay, like, I maybe wasn't so strong the first 2 frames, and now I'm back 20 pins after the start, instead of being like, oh, I need a 6-bagger. Like, well, if I throw a double, that gives me 30 automatically, and then I just have to throw 1 more, and then I just have to throw 1 more, and then I just have to throw 1 more, and that's a lot more achievable than.
Yeah.
I need to throw 6 strikes right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, you can't throw 6 strikes in 1 ball.
Nope. So we see our top 2 players are both leaving that left corner. Nick has the advantage on that match.
Yeah. 34 points is a nice lead to have. I would be comfortable with that, but obviously you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Obviously, Michelle keeping her 28 pins on the other side on her match. Match number 2 there.
Let's see if Scott can find it. Oh,
quick.
Yeah. Didn't like it as soon as it left his hand, unfortunately.
Yeah. Seemed like he was at the line real fast with his feet.
Yeah.
I had to get up and out of the ball.
Yeah. You never want to be getting out of the way of your own bowling ball.
No. Curtis has kind of had a little bit of a roller coaster here, right? Like he's playing well, but like.
Yeah. Yeah, the turkey and then 2 opens, and one of them was kind of a mistake with the miss, and then a double, and then 2 middle misses.
Both on
one of those games where you're like, I'll take it, but this is not how I want to be at 250 in the 9th frame.
Yeah. You'll never say no. I don't want that score, but like it's like that was weird how I kind of got there. It should have been a lot bigger than that.
Yeah,
and he's gotten away with his misses because Scott was chasing him real close early, but Scott had a little bit of trouble himself.
Yeah, the chopped cherry and then the burn on the 5 spare.
Yeah,
could have made that match a lot closer. Mary Jo gives one right back.
Yeah.
And you never want to give her a chance. She came out of nowhere to steal a match in the first week.
She did that all last season too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the expertise comes in.
She's just relentless, right? And the times I've seen her play singles, even as Tyler mentioned, even when she's all over the middle and not getting a lot of strikes, she just keeps plugging away, makes her spares, gets her sticks, and then can throw strikes when she needs to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Eventually it's gonna go for her when she's hitting the middle that much.
Yeah.
It can't not go.
Yeah. That burn through. Wow.
Yeah, that looked like it was full enough not to do that.
Yeah.
Nicely covered. Really well done. So we are looking 140. See another strike here. Yeah, there's a 6-pack.
The
So
slow
that's
falling corner.
1130. About 180 pins difference, but it's not insurmountable. There's a lot of points up for grabs in the 10th frame here. It's hard work, but
Yeah, first you're looking at taking those single points that you have control of and then stealing maybe one or two somewhere. And then team total, you never know, might just fall into your lap, right?
a big match happening on the other stream. Oh, nice.
Oh, Nick secures
That'll-
that first point.
Yeah, clean up that 1 point for sure. Got 1084 to 1044 in the 8th frame for Dynamite over Avalanche.
It's a big match over there. That Avalanche are playing out of Polo Park now.
Oh.
And I know if Bill Brooks is watching one of the streams, he always likes to have a spoiler alert so he cannot listen to updates.
Oh,
because he likes to watch stuff
sorry.
live. I got called out on that last week.
Okay, Bill will message me personally.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
I'll need a graphic for that, Carrie.
Yeah, fair. I'll have to figure that one out. Little snippet video.
Yeah, this could be a big match here. We'll see. Michelle's in control. What can she do? It looks good. Oh, no. Just kept going.
Stuck and slid by.
Oh. That's okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Count's going to be big.
Yeah, she.
Oh.
I think that's still
enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, because 215.
And only 218 left for.
218, yeah. Sometimes just picking your pins. What do they say? Pinners are winners?
That's what they say.
Amy gave it a good go. Really strong coming off the bench. Double open strike spare and a solid count. So not going to hurt her 260 average from the first week, but unfortunately just a little short in the match itself.
Yeah, she definitely wants frame 8 back.
Yeah.
Solid play. And with Sherry, I thought Sherry, when she got roasted the first 2 frames, I thought she was going to have a really good game, and then it kind of slowed down on her there.
Yeah. Those games go one of two ways, right? You throw 2 good shots and get roasted, and then you either just go, okay, well, whatever, I'm gonna just keep going and see what happens, and you end up getting those corners to go. Or you, in situations like this where you're like, oh, my opponent went spare strike and now they're up a ball, you try just a little bit more, and then you punch or you miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, Scott just looks a little quick, like just pressing a little bit at the end of the game here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously wanting it, right? Like he had a really good season last year.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he's playing solid.
Very
like,
competitive.
yeah. I think he just wants a little extra, and then that forces you to flip it a little bit, or
And I think too, when your team's trailing and you've got a couple people that are really struggling, you're trying to put it on yourself to to throw the big double.
There, that was a lot better.
Yeah. And solid game by him, right? He really only had one mistake, and that was the side, and then he threw a great second ball and got roasted. So
yeah,
that's a good game. 236 should have been more. Missed one spare. Missed 2 spare rolls, right? That's that's tough.
Well, and chopped cherry and a 5 roast is not really your fault.
No.
So Mary Jo here. Chance to get to 277 left.
Give us something interesting. Oh. That 3-pin just like bounced out of the head pin. I don't know what that was, but
One just jumped straight into the ditch. Didn't even give it a chance. And,
Brandon just throws a peach.
I'll X it up. All right, so looking like a 7-1 split for the Misfits.
Unfortunately, John is just a few too many strikes away from being able to catch Justin, but that was such a tough fight from PI. I mean, 6 corners in your first 10 attempts.
Yeah.
And then those turned into head pins, and Misfits unfortunately never really gave them a chance to come back in.
No, there was no real openings by the Misfits. Like they had one frame where they blipped a little bit, but then they were right back on it.
They were right back. Yeah, absolutely. Really well played by the Misfits, as we said there. Only one kind of team mistake. Obviously, Alan wishing he could have had more than just a 200, but I'm going to take a stab and say they'll cross the 1,300 mark threshold, and I think every team out there will take that.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the Pinsanity didn't miss at the first 3 frames and only had 3 strikes to show for it. Just couldn't throw enough strikes to keep up once the Misfits went on a run.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
and they're really only missing they're missing the 4-bagger or the 5-bagger, right? They just as we say it. There's another one.
Another one. Yeah, I think Pinsanity plays right away again, or is it Misfits?
Pinsanity plays right away.
Yeah, so I think they'll be motivated. This is a lot better game than their first one of the season. Everyone's over 2. I think everyone's average is probably going to be going up, except for maybe 1 or 2 there. So playing a lot better. Now they'll just have to win the points.
Yeah,
that better play. Oh no! Oh no! Well, if you're gonna put it somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they were solid. They didn't have that many misses, right? They had 4 misses, I think, or 5 misses. And really, the Misfits almost missed more than they did. They just threw a lot more strikes on strikes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, and the first game of the season, Pinsanity had 14 20s thrown against them, and another nice 1,300 here thrown against them. So,
Yeah.
All right. So 7-1 for the Misfits, 13:29 to 11:57. We're going to bring in our managers here, Mr. Barry Urquhart from the Misfits. And we'll just wait for Alan to turn on their cameras here to bring them in. Here we go. Perfect. All right, Barry. 7-1-1 for the Misfits. So obviously, good start to the day.
Good effort from the team.
Yeah, for sure. Alan, we were kind of talking the first 2 frames there. You guys never missed. Oh, you had 6 corners in the first 10 attempts. The corner pin a little sticky at Rustico today.
Yeah, we might have to start tying it to the 3-pin.
Yeah, might have to. The team played solid. Just those corners when they weren't falling there, then it kind of turned into head pins a little bit. The team was all over the middle, like we said. I think only 5 misses the whole match. So
yeah, they were counting them here a minute ago. Yeah, they're all over it. Just not catching some breaks on some of them. Some of them look like good hits.
Yeah, for sure.
Scott had that huge burn through on the spare, and I think that really felt like a momentum killer.
Yeah. When he got roasted on it.
Yeah, should have been.
Barry, obviously, Justin at the bottom throwing the 7-bagger was huge, but the team there, they really only had 1 good frame, and then all of a sudden they're back on it, throwing 3-4 marks every frame. Just can you go through a little bit what the team was feeling there?
Just a bit of rough, I guess it was in 4th frame. Sort of thing there, and just told everybody take your time, let's relax, let's get those marks. Even over the break, it's just let's get those marks out there.
Yeah.
One at a time, and that's what they did. So it was good.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously, Barry, you guys have the hour break till your next match. So take her easy, and we'll see you in about an hour. And Alan, we'll play this commercial break, and we'll turn you right around and get you started.
Sounds good.
All right.
Congrats,
Good job,
guys.
Good match, everyone.
Game, guys.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right, here we go. We're going to get straight into our next match. So we're going to bring in our managers for Pinsanity and the Pinslayers. We have acting player manager, Mr. Sean Eby for the Pinslayers. Welcome to the show. You're muted, just so you're aware. We'll wait for Alan to turn on his camera here before we bring him in. Down at the bottom, Sean, there should be a little mute button. There we go.
I thought you were controlling.
No, that's all you. That's all you. So, Pinslayers playing in Duncan Lanes now.
Okay, guys, get quiet here for a minute.
How is the team feeling? Obviously, moving centers. Is it a little bit more of a drive for the team? How's that working for you guys?
Arguably, it's less for everyone as a whole. For myself, longer.
So you're taking one for the team, is what you're saying?
Correct. Michaela and I are driving down, and then Nathan comes from Victoria, and Adam, and then actually Carol's in Ladysmith, so it's central.
Good.
We're
Good.
sharing
it. It's central for everybody. Nice. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, obviously, Sean, emotional last time out, the last day at Brecon Lanes, and then just 1 point. But as I mentioned in the pregame show, you guys played much better than that. Had 2 big games thrown against you, over 2,800. You played against. You guys averaged over 250. How are you feeling to rebound coming into today?
I think that both houses are comparable. Playing out of Brecon or Duncan, I mean, we're on an equal foot with any center in Canada.
Good. Amazing. Did the team do anything to prepare for Duncan Lanes? Like, did you guys get a get together after Brecon closed? Like, how'd that all go for you guys?
Well, the center basically closed down the following day. Started taking it apart. As for the team, we all play Thursday nights here in a four game match play league, and so we're fairly comfortable with the house, and everybody's around everybody all the time, so it's not that big of a deal.
Amazing. So Alan, obviously you guys just played a match. Everybody played super solid. Like you said, you guys were all over the middle. Could we, obviously it's not like you guys could have went out and did dinner or anything. You guys are playing right away again. What's the lineup for this match?
This match we have leading off with Nick McCrae, followed by Ian Stewart, Scott Clays, Amy Spence, and John Walsh. Mary Jo and Sherry on the bench.
Perfect. And Sean, who are we looking for Pinslayers?
Hey, we got the birthday girl leading off, Michaela. So 24 and 24th on the 24th.
Oh, there you go.
24, it's a champagne birthday for her. Morgan's second, and then we've got Carol, Nathan, and myself. And we've just got one on the bench today. We got Kim. And yeah, we're good to go.
All right. Well,
actually, we should note one thing here. So there's Duncan is a little different than some of the centers out there in that we don't have the shields. However, there is a timing mechanism. You'll see a red X, which basically is set as if the shield is down. So any of the pinfall that takes place after the X is dead. The timing such is that the scoring system will actually record a score potentially before the X actually comes up.
Oh,
so
okay.
So just be aware of that and go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the C5 approved, the red light to replace the shield drop down.
It's wired to the brake. It's wired to the brake.
Yeah, for sure. And it's great for our audience to know that as well. We've seen it, I think last year come through. The C5 was talking about adding the red light issues. So thank you very much for that information, because I'm sure somebody will say something.
No, there'd be posts. There would be some posts. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, you guys have a great match, and your next shots matter. So good luck.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
So
over under on how many times we mix up the team names.
Oh, I still do it. I still do it.
This has to be my most dreaded match of just like, okay, Pinsanity and Pinslayers. I can do this.
Oh, great shot to start for Nick. Little scoreboard issue. We got a little glare on Michaela's name, but I'm sure once the score starts getting in there, we'll be able to see what's going on. The red light thing, that is obviously something I've seen in C5 and group chats here for a while, that a lot of centers are looking to add that.
Interesting. I've actually never heard of it, so I'm interested to see where it down on the lane there. Okay.
Yeah, you bet.
I see, yeah. Gotcha.
Kind of where the old ball counter used to be.
Yeah, on like the 10 pin sets. Yeah. Well, let's just start this game with a whole bunch of strikes everywhere.
That's the way it should be.
Good start for Ian.
Yeah, Michaela starts with a strike.
This is my spoiler alert, Bill. Spoiler alert. The other match was a very interesting, and I'm not going to say where, but there was a tie.
Yeah, and I think both of us were watching that tie as we came out of commercial.
Yeah. There certainly was a, oh my God.
Duncan Lanes gets to maybe have to restart the system to take it off lane switching.
Oh yeah, alternating.
And again, one of those little hiccups that I'm sure all teams have as they play in a new center.
Exactly.
Yep.
So Scott able to find the middle after the finish from last game. Not the shot he wanted, but he could do a lot more work with that. No totals. Carries on math duty.
Oh, there's no totals when they're in open play. Interesting. I will do my best. This keeps me more engaged. So you guys will take care of the conversation. I will see what I can do to make it look half decent as well.
Gonna see. Well, PEI certainly, or Pinsanity, sorry, off to an excellent start. 4 strikes and a cleanup. Puts the pressure on. Ooh. Was maybe just a little bit of an overthrow.
Yep, and again, sometimes first frame, although this isn't a tournament where there's a bunch of announcements where you've got like a 10, 15-minute break before getting your first ball, but maybe a couple minutes since they've warmed up. Get the little first frame jitter out of the way. And as we mentioned, the Pin Slayers like 1-15 to start the season, but last week lost a really tough game, 1370 to 1349 to the Rock and Rollers, and then the Rebels steamrolled them with over 14.5 the next game.
Yeah.
Michaela lost the game, I think 297 287. Morgan shot 324 and lost to Shane Chafe. Like they played much better than the 1 point would indicate.
They're tough games to come back from.
And it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to lose games with over 1,300, then you're going to watch the other teams occasionally win with just over 12.
Yeah.
Be a little frustrating, but that's how bowling goes.
Amen. So their top 3 players are all reigning provincial champions. The Vancouver Island ladies going off to nationals last year, where they finished 5th. They were just outside the step ladder. It was a tight ladies division.
It's not the first one today, Nathan. Don't worry about it.
Yep. They happen. Like you said, they happen. 30 counts a 30 count.
Yeah.
Oh, pick the wrong one. Nothing worse than that.
Yep, and the person that did it last game ended up shooting over 280. So.
Yep, correct.
And
maybe that's the secret.
Yep, the first frame's the first place, the best place to do it.
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty much the same as the person who punched the head pin.
Yeah.
Well, look at that speedy math that Carrie has. Wow.
Oh, it's the first frame. Don't you worry.
Oh boy. I don't think I knew that Sean was left-handed.
What?
I don't think I knew that Sean threw left-handed.
Really?
Yeah. For all the matches I've watched, I don't think I ever paid attention to that. That looks a lot. Ooh. That was a better delivered ball, just a little bit off the mark there.
Yeah. So not only does the Pinslayers have a little bit of a slower start, but they really cooled off the Pinsanity here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about icing someone.
Yeah. Scoring issue.
All right. Now we can get a little bit of rhythm going here, hopefully.
Yes. Now everybody's on the same page.
Is this the first father-daughter combo that we've seen?
Yes. I think that was
Nice.
mentioned
That's
last.
gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh. Nick. Posted.
Thought we weren't gonna have to deal with those corners this game. It was looking like such a good first frame. So Michaela, even though she's young, as we hear, just turning 24 today, she has a lot of experience, many YBC singles coming out of Nanaimo. Not a lot of opportunities to play on teams, but lots of singles experience, and then played Open Nationals last year with the ladies team.
Yeah, certainly an awesome resume already.
Yeah, perfect game. In their 20-game marathon, I think that they played out in Brecken last year or 2 years ago.
Yep.
So that could either be the earliest or latest perfect game in a day in history, could it not? I forget what time it was.
It was pretty much in the middle. I imagine it's gotta be close.
It was in the wee hours, I thought.
Yeah. A better recovery for Morgan.
Yeah. Now, as we mentioned, like Morgan averaged 275 last week and didn't win a match. Mikhail averaged 281 last week.
Oh.
Or their first week, yeah. So like they averaged over 250 as a team, just ran into two really hot teams. I was a little curious to see what the Pinsanity do with the lineup the second game, but kind of went with four people that were solid. John had a very good finish. And again, John's only, I think he might have missed once, and he punched a whole bunch early in the game.
Yeah.
And getting Ian into the lineup, and then now they've got
Amy down in 4.
Yep. Yeah, and Mary Jo, who was very solid last game. Now they've got her as a weapon on the bench.
Yeah, I think that's a really smart move. Nice, great shot. Really good frame for Pinslayers to bounce back here on.
Yeah.
And Pinsanity able to keep a lot of that momentum going from the first frame.
Yeah, you got at least one double working still.
Yeah.
Soon to be.
Oh. That was tight. Nice, great shot. Ooh.
Got it surrounded.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of setup Duncan is, if the pit is quite sunken down and that's why we're looking down at them so much, or if they just have a really tall tripod.
Maybe they move the table up to get them a nice angle.
Yeah. Ooh, good push. Those are the kind of breaks that Pinsanity needed last game.
Yeah.
To match all those strikes from.
They'll take it. They'll take it this game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all over the middle last game. Only Mary Jo, I think, had 3 in a row though. They just could not put anything together.
Yeah. That is a lot. Solid shot from Morgan. You see, she still had that aggression, but didn't try and force it all into the last step. It was aggressive right from the get-go.
Oh, Ian with the head pin there.
I think we're seeing across the league too, right? With the pin slayers starting 3 women, and they've still have Kim on the bench. We see it with a lot of teams are very strong as far as women, and like not just having a woman or two because they have to, because those are the best players available.
Yeah, and we're seeing those women play critical spots. I mean, Amy here and Mary Jo in that 4th spot. A lot of people will argue is tougher than anchor. Your job there is to make sure that your anchor doesn't have to throw the strike.
Yeah.
Same here, top 3, like Michaela lead off. That's a big role to get your team going and have that momentum.
Yeah, and we've seen it like with your team too, Ty, right? Like you look at the guys on your team, the numbers they put up, but then when you've got Jenna and Haley and Julie in the past.
Yeah, we often played or toyed with the idea of playing 4 women. I think one of our best games was we played 4 women, and they destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's maybe hold on. Oh yeah, she gets the other side of the head pin. Strike zone is massive for Amy right now. That's a good feeling when you can just hit it anywhere.
She's a former podcast guest, is she not?
Yes, she is.
As a multi-sport athlete?
Correct. Yes, a lawn bowls world representative for Canada.
Yeah. Canadian champion.
Yeah. Nice. Solid. Pinsanity is back with a vengeance. Great shot by Sean. Miss a corner, run a 7-bagger?
That's what they say. Well, that's what Gino Zibar says.
But
who's ever listened to that guy?
But that's also where people think of anchor bowler and think 9th or 10th frame, but that's a huge shot there for Sean when your opponent's on 3 in a row, an open there, and all of a sudden he's down a zillion.
Yeah.
Which puts more pressure on the team. Sometimes big shots in the game aren't just at the end of the game.
No, absolutely. 3, 6, and 9, like they really can be big builders, just to kind of stop the bleeding or put a lot more pressure on people. This is a good start. I'm excited to see how this one goes. Nice. Oh, wow. I'm going to say that was an offset pin or something because that was a great shot.
Good, pretty good.
Ian's looking a little demotivated there with the 2 head pins.
Yeah, her shot there was a little similar to Sean's shot in the 2nd frame, a little full on the left where the right 3 went in the channel and just kind of died there.
Yeah. See, Ian so badly wants to be part of the strike train and the marks on his team.
and especially first year of the team, and the first week struggled a little bit. But take some consolation in the fact you're on the middle. You just keep plugging away.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that.
Carroll bounces back. Nicely recovers. Little pickup. Nice shot. Both sides. That was a lot better from Nathan.
The Pinslayer's got to be feeling a little gun shy here. Over 2,800 thrown against them the first week. We're in the fourth frame here, and they've got they're staring at 4 doubles.
Yeah.
The great frame by them themselves, though.
Push. Oh. That pin was like at a 30-degree angle and did not go over. Darn white bases. Oh, yeah. Solid pick.
Now, I don't know if my math is 100% correct. Might have to double check it during a commercial break.
I will leave that up to you and Steve because math is not my area. Ooh, that was a little heavy. I think we'll take that.
Yeah, lots of roll on that.
I would take it. Yeah.
That's
If I was bowling, I would accept that.
Yeah.
Math looks good to me, Carrie.
Perfect. I like that sound of confidence.
Nice cover. Looking like a really, really solid, really well-oiled machine out there.
Yeah. All right, so they've built up about a 120 pin gap here, but obviously we got 2 doubles working on the Pinslayer side, and all our doubles have disappeared on 1 double working for Scott. Great shot, Nick. No doubt.
He also had a double. 2 doubles.
He also had a double.
No, he's got a turkey.
Oh,
and so does Michaela.
Man, game on.
No kidding. But like we said earlier, right? Like that 120-point spread, when you're throwing a strike and getting 45 of that 120, it disappears really fast.
Yeah, for sure. And that's where doubles can really change scores too. And that's a great thing about our game where, you know, a double, you can come out of it with either 75 or 135.
Yeah. And just too much on the head pin right now.
And that's tough because he's hitting it and you want to keep him in there and give him a chance to, you know, to keep rolling and find the side of it the way maybe John did last game. But, you know, score-wise, you can't let it run away too much.
No, Morgan's definitely found the shot, so you got to keep an eye on that. Ooh.
Yeah, as
that one a little bit.
As a manager, sometimes you watch someone and they look solid, but sometimes you have to tell yourself, okay, the score's the score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like exactly. It may look good up there, but you still has to look good on the sheet.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh. I held your breath for that one.
Yeah, pretty high on the middle, but looked like she threw it really, really well. Had really good stuff on it.
We've seen just enough of those today not take the corner that I didn't feel comfortable.
Ooh, quick there for Scott again. He knows it. He recognizes it.
Yeah, and it definitely looks like his tendency when he wants that shot just a little too much is to get a little ahead of himself and hang it out there to the right.
Yeah. Nice double there. One more for Pinslayers. So they may be feeling gun shy, but they are not showing it.
No.
They say 2,800. Watch us do it. Oh,
Quick for Sean himself.
yeah. Timing was off. Ball went across his body instead of out in front.
I know Scott cherried the 3-pin. And
Yeah,
it looks like they're getting that pin reset there. So we got 591 at the half mark here for the Pinslayers, all working on marks, 2 doubles. And
That's a solid start.
Yeah, and Pinsanity obviously is going to have a little bit of pinfall lead going into the break here, and they're going to look at hopefully putting some marks on marks here to get them into the next half.
Yes.
Yeah, they're double working up top. Nick. Scott will reset after the commercial break and get back on the strike train, I'm sure.
Someone's throwing bombs on lane 9.
$12 lanes at Duncan. It's interesting.
Amy knew that was not the right one as soon as she let it go.
I think it's 594, Carrie.
Ooh, see, I made a mistake. All right, I'll update it during the commercial break, and I'll double check my addition.
So the top one's 40.
Pinsanity is going to welcome that commercial break, maybe just to stop the bleeding a little bit here.
Yeah.
They're so solid for 4 frames, so I'm sure they'll be able to bounce back and get right back into that rhythm.
Yep, and as mentioned, like big game for both teams looking at the season.
Yeah.
You know, Pinsanity just 3 points their first 3 games. Good finish last game, hoping to keep it going here. They got off to a really good start.
Ooh. Yeah. Not the ideal 5th frame, but they did have that little bit of the lead from the first frame, so not too dire.
Yeah, 594 confirmed. And 646 for Pinsanity. So 50 pin lead, 52 pin lead. We're going to run our second commercial, or our commercial, and bring back the second half of this match.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
So, do you think that Norse would come shovel out my parking lot that I got stuck in yesterday? Because I really don't want to do it.
Probably. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do that for you, Ty.
I literally had to shovel out my parking stall with a recycling bin because we don't have a shovel.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks, actually.
Just use their soundtrack music as motivation, and you'll have it done in like 30 seconds.
It's true. I'd feel so strong.
All right.
Ooh. See, that one was just a little too high for both of them.
Both on triples out of the gate, not the way they wanted to add on.
No, you'd want something at least spareable. Nice cleanup. Oh, that's a good attempt.
So again, the pin slayers with playoff experience as well. And looking at their averages last year, Kim 256, Sean 248, Adam 241, Carol 237, Morgan 242, Nathan 263, and then adding Michaela to that roster.
Boom.
Like that's a solid squad.
Yeah, definitely a team to be feared. But again, a lot of players that we don't see often at the national level. Obviously, Vancouver Island, pretty isolated. Just not easy to travel or get around to the different events. But by no means lacking of talent.
Yeah, Carol obviously has been to quite a few nationals as Carol Brook, and obviously under her married name, she's been to a couple nationals, and Sean's been there obviously several times. This team,
and we got the move. We get the move here with Pinsanity.
Yeah, sharing in.
Ian all over the middle with the strike, the chop, and then 3 straight punches.
Getting some insight from Jen F. She said that Duncan also has 8 10-pin lanes on the other side, she thinks. A little combo center.
Oh,
Ah,
2 on the middle. There you go, Scott.
that's a lot better. Yeah.
Back on it.
Amy can go back to the middle with this one. That looks better. A 12 again. Oh, I think he gave her a shot.
Muscles.
Yeah.
It's funny there how some of the little slower shots could even happen with Mary Jo. Just the right speed, the head pin just goes off the wall almost at the right angle to get the deuce.
Yeah. It's that soft roll, that rubber on rubber. Just getting extra kickbacks.
It's the ball to play with.
I don't know. Nice. Great recovery. Don't think Sean could have thrown that ball any better.
And of course, we're used to John's little pre-shot routine there with his practice slide.
Mhm.
Do you guys know the exact history behind that? I heard that he once had a stuck and had a nasty spill, and then after that, just as kind of a way to have confidence, he just does a quick little practice slide before his first ball every frame.
Did
I
not know
don't.
that.
Yeah, I cannot confirm or deny if that is true or not.
If it is true and he had a nasty spill, though, I can certainly understand it because you want to be up there knowing you're not going to wipe out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Good strike by Nick.
I think we've all had those moments where you stick and then the next shot you just don't quite trust it. Even if you've, wiped your shoe, put some chalk on, you're not quite sure. So if you can take the extra second to be sure.
And I can confirm that as you get older and more broken down and have worse body parts and get more out of shape, each one of those little sticks become more damaging as you go.
More and more significant.
Yeah.
A nice cover by Sherry. Starts that second spot on a string of marks, hopefully. So she kind of just came up out of that shot a little too soon.
It didn't seem to have quite the same rotation as the previous couple.
No. Scott has found it again.
And I think Pinsanity, the way they finished last game, we're happy to be playing again right away.
Yeah, I would agree. They were starting to build that momentum back, throwing a little bit better shots.
Yeah, putting more marks together. They just dug themselves too much of a hole throughout the game, but their finish was pretty solid.
Pretty solid, for sure. And they didn't really dig themselves the hole. It's just
right. Yeah.
Morning. Jeez, like. Oh. So a couple sticks left up there. Let's see if catches that 7. Oh. All right, looks like we're having our yips in the 7th frame this game instead of the 8th.
Yeah.
Everyone just taking a 1-frame vacation.
A little thin for
Not
John
quite
there.
enough. Yeah, can't get the slider to go. Carol's setting up one of those games where you're like, if I could have just gotten past the double, it would have been a monster.
Yeah. We're feeling, but
Couple marks and then moving.
but my good shots are really good.
Yeah. I threw such a good ball 60% of the time.
Big shot for Nathan to get back into his match here.
I look better. Yeah. It was an uncharacteristic corner miss for John there. It's a little surprising to see.
Yeah, you're not used to him missing anything, really.
Nice push, yeah. So back to the top of the lineup for the last 3. 11 pins. Ooh. That was, oh! Wow.
Oh, and Nick gets his to go.
That's one of those shots where you're kind of glad you're not playing in person, because if Michaela threw that and then watched her opponent get a strike like that, you'd just be like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We threw the exact same shot, and he got the push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of an untimely miss there. But still 96, 281 is a good game. So I want to get all those points. Sherry's doing her bench duty, trying to make a push back here.
Yeah.
And that double really made this match with Carol close for Scott here.
Power chop.
Put it in the comments. Are power chops real? Do they exist?
100%. 100%.
Nah, it's just a chop off. You throw a good ball.
I think they're real.
Nice, good cover.
Yep, solid half.
Oh yeah, good one. That's fair. I don't know. I usually feel like a chop off, like it's missing some of that rotation or some of that roll. I think in my gut, I want it to be a strike, and I get upset when it's not. But in my heart, I know.
Oh, there's that 2-pin showed up.
Yeah.
We've seen one from each team so far.
Yeah, psychologically, I think it just sounds better. Power chop, because you knew it was full to pocket as opposed to one of those chintzy ones where you just trickle the head pin on the way by.
Yeah, that's true. Why would a bowler ever admit that they maybe didn't throw the best shot they could have?
It's never the bowler's mistake.
Big spare. Yeah, keeps herself in that match.
Oh.
Oh.
The slider.
what you get for not sparing it the first time, I guess.
Yeah, so.
Okay, turn. Yeah. Other side of the head pin for Nathan this time.
Huge double for him, though.
2 missed corners. Interesting. So, unlike Sean's, really let Sean have a look at this match here again.
Yeah.
Especially with a shot like that. Wow. Great ball.
4-pin match.
Ooh.
I got 2 doubles
Everyone get
working
your
down
popcorn.
below. Yeah. 1 double up top for Pinsanity.
That was better. Nice for Michaela. She's got the classic bowler, points to the side. Knows it's good.
May have watched her father bowl a little bit.
What? No way. Not at all. Can he get it to push? Ooh. What a really crappy time for a break like that for Nick. Not want that in the 9th frame.
And just another powerful shot for Morgan. Such heavy rotation on the ball, just easy power.
Yeah. She throws those, I think they're the Utopias, and you can just see with the white and the dark color, it really rolls. The good news for Nick is, the good news for Nick is go strike spare and shut out Michaela. Oh.
It's a few
corners.
Shots now.
They're coming back. Hold on. Yep, nicely done. Nice turkey. This is about as good as the 9th frame as Pinslayers could have asked for.
And a great job battling back by Nathan, right? 65 in the 3rd for him.
Yeah.
Amy started on a triple in the corner.
Oh, no.
Holy. Pounding it.
Insanity is going to get branded as like the unluckiest team in the league.
Yeah. They're working hard. It's just hard to keep the strikes going. They had the couple triples early.
Could be sparable with his shot.
Get it?
Oh. I thought you called that, Steve. I was floored.
Kind of Sean opened up at the bottom here, though.
Ooh.
Opened wide.
Yeah. Not ideal.
No, and that hurts to fight back to take the lead and then kind of throw it away with that count.
Yeah.
Good thing is they still have strikes and a double working, but it killed one of their doubles.
It's definitely when, as a player, you go, well, at least we're looking okay for total. Sorry, team.
Great job.
Oh, nice.
Amy.
30 count. 30 count. Doesn't matter how you get it.
So the Pinslayers have opened up a little bit of a gap on their side, but it's going to be less than 2 balls. And the saving grace for them is they got a double working. And obviously they have also 3 other strikes, but
yes.
Double.
Pinsanity is looking at 2 strikes, 1 strike.
I will check again, Carrie. I have 07.
Ooh, see, my math is so bad, Steve.
We gotta have this ready for the 10th frame. John, looks like, maybe after the corners, just try to overthrow that one a little bit. Oh, a lot better there. That was the ball. Look at
Once
that
again,
team consistency.
corrected.
1, 2.
Alrighty. Oh, 10th frame. Oh, I got so much work to do now.
As Tyler mentioned, Nick spare strike to shut Michaela out.
Gets the strike. Made his job a lot easier with that one. He won't need the spare anymore. I relate to Michaela a lot. I mean, obviously her game, as we can see here, is striker head pin, and it's just that last second of really wanting the strike and just looking up a millisecond too soon. Just takes a little bit of roll off the ball.
Yeah, such a fine line because 2/3 of the way down, that looked like it was going to cut across, but just didn't finish and just stayed on the nose.
Yeah, 100%. But big strike in 9 to help her team with total there. So they keep the lead after bowler number 1.
Boy, Nick blew through the hole there.
That's a lot of sticks to leave
Yeah.
in a game like this. But a great game for him, 272.
Yeah. Great day for him. He won both his points.
Yeah. Morgan. Oh. Sherry gets hers. She can max out.
Really good job off the bench by Sherry.
Yeah, I think they're going to be the same position as Amy last time. Really solid off the bench, just maybe a few points too short.
Yep. Yeah, she only got 224.
Nice job, Morgan. Really well bowled game from Morgan. Just kind of took whatever the pins gave her and made it work for her.
Good job by Sherry.
One more really helped that team total. This is going to be interesting because John has the spare and Sean opens. So if Pinsanity can keep it within a ball. Ooh. Nice game, 273.
$138.05 for Sherry off the bench. That's very good.
I take that.
Yeah.
Great job, well done. Coach making some really, really smart polls today. Able to.
So potentially really close here, depending what Carol does on this ball.
Oh, she gets it. Nice.
Shot.
And now she has the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Scott needs to spare strike to make Carol do more than 5-5.
Yes. Gets the spare. I have
like
faith
Scott.
in Carol.
And I like Scott's reactions because I can relate to them.
Yeah.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Why didn't you do that on the first ball?
Yeah. Wears it on his sleeve, that's for sure.
Yeah. She's got 2 balls to get a count to keep up the match.
Oh.
Oof.
260.
Makes it really exciting.
All right, Carol. Put it on the middle. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not how you want to see a game end like that, but Pinsanity is certainly going to take that point with a deep breath.
Yeah, and that was just the worst case scenario, right? Because she's probably trying to hit the right side of the head pin because she knows she can't go through the hole.
Yeah.
Just a little too far.
Yeah, definitely one of those kind of overcorrect, just to avoid. Oh. What is happening? What is happening? We were doing so good, everyone.
Everybody's just, I don't know. Oh, man.
So Amy kind of hands that match over to Nathan.
I was going to say it could have happened again.
Oh. So that was a big turkey.
Secured the point.
Yeah. Probably not how we wanted to, but
a long way from where he was in the third frame, though.
Absolutely. Well done. So adds 13. So we are 29 points apart with 1 ball advantage to John.
Oh, a little thin.
Yep. Nicely done. That is a really big shot. As that will take team total is locked up. And now he's just fighting for that single match here. And he will most likely get it. What a tight match. That was really back and forth the whole way.
Yeah, this is the matches that you're expecting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good by both teams. Just kind of a couple little blips at the end, but
really hard fought. Tough way to finish for Pinsanity, but a lot more positives to take out of this week for them. Looking forward to the rest of their season.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double check the tally.
I got 1270.
Perfect. You're good to go then. I got the 10th frame right, guys. I got the 10th frame right.
The one that mattered.
All right. So 6-2 win for the Pinslayers, 1270 to 1242. And we'll bring in our team managers here. So from the Pinslayers, we got Mr. Sean Evie. And he just got up and walked away. He's disgusted. And then Alan Clark from Pinsanity. Close match the whole way through. A couple players digging deep and finding triples, and at the end there to make team totals extremely close, coming down to the last bowler. Great match, guys.
Thanks.
So with that all being said, obviously Nick had a great day today, won both points with Pinsanity. He played super solid. John played solid. Was Mary Jo not feeling it there, Alan? I know she had a really good first game.
You guys hear me?
I didn't get the rundown on that one. I think that might have been the case, but I'm not 100% sure.
No worries. Sean, obviously big bounce back from your guys' first week there, getting 6 points here. How are you guys feeling?
Well, I don't know if he can hear us.
I think the lag is bad. His Bluetooth probably disconnected. No worries, Sean. Great bowling. We're going to run a commercial, and we'll get you to jump out and jump back in with us, and we'll get to our next match. So great job, Pinsanity. Thanks, Alan. And have a great week.
Thanks, guys. You as well.
You bet.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
Oh, we are close up. Sorry, guys. Let's bring in our managers for the next match here right away. So Sean is back in the chat. How's it going, Sean?
I am back. I'm doing all right. That was an interesting finish.
Yeah. Got real close there.
You like the ninth frame?
Mm-hmm.
The ninth frame gave us a little doubt, but we'll manage to come back and finish it off in the 10th.
No worries. And we have Mr. Barry Urquhart from the Misfits.
Sean, Steve had mentioned that you guys, maybe a little gun shy having 2,800 shot at you, but you guys came out firing. Is there a mentality about that, or you guys just forget about last session?
Well, actually, I think some of us are getting to the age now, and the first frame after sitting for almost 2 minutes. The 2 3 pins and the deuce to start was not that good. But no, I mean, definitely we're not shy about just coming back and keep throwing the ball.
Fair enough. Obviously, Barry, Misfits, you guys had a little bit of a break here coming off that 7-1 win. Did you guys get up to anything? Was there any practice? What happened there?
I think they basically all had a nap and then threw a couple balls and said they're good. So
sounds about right. Professional league and everything. That makes sense.
Recovery. We call
it. So yeah, obviously the last match of the day. Both had really strong starts to today's session. So best of luck and play well in this one, guys. Can we grab the Misfits lineup?
Yeah, we're just pretty well the same lineup. We're going to start with Alan again. We're going to put Kaylee instead of Michelle. So Kaylee in the second spot, Curtis 3, Brandon 4, and Justin in 5 with Jamie on the bench with Michelle cheerleading.
Perfect. All right, and Sean, Pinslayers.
Basically the same lineup. We're just going to make one sub here. We got Michaela and then Morgan, and then we're gonna move Kim into the third spot, and Nathan and myself.
Amazing. All right. Well, best of luck and play well, guys. Your next shots matter.
Okay.
All right. Last match of the day.
Should be a good one. Both teams coming off of positive results previous match,
Yeah.
and a big game early in the season, right? With the start Pinslayers had, you want to bounce on top of their last game and get back to even for the season with a win here. And for the Misfits, now they're 2-1 on the season. You don't want to get back to 500. You want to see if you can add another one and go 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and Pinslayers too, knowing that Misfits is a team that they need to beat to try and, keep themselves close into that playoff spot, because it's top 5. You don't have to win your division. You just got to make it to playoffs.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's 3 stuffies out on the lane now. 3 little Yetis.
They're multiplying. That's not good.
They are. Nice start from Kaylee.
Bumbles is reproducing.
Bumbles, that's his name. I was trying to think. Oh, my
Bumbles
sister's gonna
bounce.
kill me. She loves that movie. She's gonna kill me.
I love the movie as well, and it's probably as old as I am, if not older.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm gonna make a bold claim here. Curtis and Kaylee throw the same ball, just at different speeds. They both throw a large backup. It's supposed to come in on the left side. Kaylee's just is about 8 kilometers slower.
Fair.
That's my hot take of the day.
Hey.
Your hot take of the day. I hope Curtis hears about it.
I'll defend my position. I'm in Calgary now. What are they going to do? Can't get to me.
Yeah, fair.
The roads are ice.
I thought you said you play a lot of matches beside them at Bonnie Doon.
Yeah, next one doesn't play until like February, so.
Yeah, fair. Same with the Crushers. I get it.
They'll forget. All right, Kim's debut today. Maybe not what we were looking for, but that's okay.
No. I'm sure that's not what she was looking for either.
Justin's just going to keep them rolling from last game.
There we go, Kim. Oh, I thought that was on the side a bit.
Yeah, kind of just tracked right in.
Kim, obviously, it's very solid last season, 256 average with 8 wins.
Yeah. Another player who hits the middle a lot. Just, kind of plagued by head pins usually, but last season really, really strong for her. Regardless of that 257 average, 8 wins when you're playing. Last year was 11 games, 10 games.
11.
It's a lot of wins. Oh yeah, nice, great shot from Nathan. Love that little roll that he has, kind of that baby hook. Gives you lots of ways to kind of break off that head pin if you're thick, if you're thin.
Yeah, I haven't seen him a whole lot. It looks like his shots he throws really solid or right pocket, and if he lays off a little bit or turns it over a bit, then he still got lots of left pocket to play with.
Yeah. And that's Sean, as Sean mentioned, the age of maybe sitting and doing the interview. Doesn't get a chance to throw.
And it can't be easy to multitask, right?
No, it certainly is not.
I know you do it a little bit, Ty. How seeing a lot of Shane Chafe in the lead do it, and a few other people.
Yeah.
It's To have that much going on and still perform at a high level is impressive.
Yeah, there's definitely been a couple weeks where I'm bowling with an AirPod in. Desiree's talking to me as I'm bowling.
Yeah.
Terry knows just as well with WCBT.
Yeah. It's just something at the start. I think it's something that is hard to get over, but once you get coped with it, it's just like anything else, right? So learned behavior,
Yeah. Well, like all of these competitors want to put out their best work, and they don't want anything to suffer quality wise. So that's the learning curve, is understanding that, good quality doesn't always mean 110% in everything. Sometimes things can be 95% and they're still good quality. Ooh. A little heavy there for Kaylee. Doesn't get the push.
Great shot by Morgan. Michaela coming out with a quick double against Alan there, with it matching his double.
Yeah. She says, I want to win a match.
Yeah.
Tired of averaging 260 and having 0 points. It is baloney.
Dead on.
You can see Kim's just behind her shot a little. She's not over top of her knee. She's just really passive. But a lot better. She's on the middle. Now she can work with it.
Yep,
Maybe not.
And early in the game, right, when you punch, it's like, okay, that one wasn't bad. It just wasn't free and easy or aggressive.
Yeah, good ball, bad spot kind of thing.
Yeah.
Curtis bouncing back. Brandon's been super solid, nice and smooth all day.
Yeah, I appreciate his strategy in the earlier game to pick a deuce to get himself going.
Sometimes you just have to have something to laugh at, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. They stuck a little bit.
With the collective bowler, that one wasn't. That was not it.
Yeah.
Nothing more frustrating than when your first 2 steps feel so good, and then you just stick or you hit something, or your body just goes haywire in the 3rd step, and you're like, but it was so good until it wasn't. What happened?
Justin continuing with a double.
Yeah, Misfits are just on the strike train.
It's when you get old and broken down, Tyler, and the balls that feel smooth miss by a foot, and the ones where you just fall over in the pocket. And then
I've been there, Steve.
And then you're, what the hell is going on?
I know people may not believe it, but I am related to Brad, and we've all seen him throw. I have my own sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. That's how Sean started the first game. Open, and then he found it. Must be nice to only be an 8-frame bowler and still shoot 260, 250.
Well, I always say the first frame doesn't matter. So, second frame, it's 50% of the time it matters.
Questionable.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the guy who has 3 perfect games.
Yeah, but it's been a very long time, Tyler. Very long time.
Your first frame still matters. Ask Andrew Dunn.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, how about that? Perfect game last week in the shorts
From
division.
A brand new team. They couldn't even save it for one of the teams that's put in their work and their time. Steal the spotlight. Just kidding. It's really awesome. It's so exciting.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to watch and to be a part of. And a couple in the 10th were pretty thick that he threw really good, but
yeah,
every one was just a no doubter.
I loved watching the reaction videos from his team.
Yeah.
Like, it's always so cool to see the other people. So Alan and Michaela matching turkeys at the top, trying to get their team inspired. That was better from Kaylee. And Morgan. Nicely done. See, Kaylee was just a little bit more upright in that shot, which for her is actually a good thing. She doesn't want to get too bent over and kind of take away that opportunity to finish the shot.
And that one looked exactly 8 kilometers an hour slower than Curtis.
I told you, I'm hot take, but it's accurate. That was better from Kim, a lot better. Well,
According to their speedometer, it's 11 kilometers slower.
Oh, okay.
Curtis really powered that one, okay?
He hummed it.
Really puts some gusto. We'll see if Kim can get her first mark here. Keep herself in that match with Curtis scoring the double.
And important for the bottom of their order with doubles on the other side.
Well, there ends one. He's looking for the Bonnie Doon punch chop special. Nicely done. And that could be big for Kim too, right? That 3 spot is a lot about just carrying that momentum down the lineup, especially when Michaela and Morgan are up there. They've got the double. They've got the energy going. You know, even though Kim doesn't have the double, her job is just to keep that momentum and that energy going into the bottom of the lineup so Nathan and Sean have something to work with.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. Great ball. I love that reaction. Oh, come on. Couldn't have done that last time. It was so easy.
The game is super easy. It's hard
so
to
funny.
do it all the time.
Because we say that to each other. Oh, you know, the game's easy. We complicate it. And then you talk to a public bowler and you're like, no. Actually, it's way more complicated than you think.
Yeah. We gotta make ourselves look good, right?
Yeah. All right. So quick 80-point lead for Misfits, but Pinslayer is starting to look like maybe they're finding their rhythm again here.
Yeah. Now they got marks everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, deep.
Oh.
Ah.
All the emotions.
Yeah.
You walk off the lane. You go off the lane.
Oh, Alan was off the lane quick.
So, like, ball hit the pins and he was off the lane.
And we talked about Alan and Justin being new additions for the Misfits this year, but they're just fitting in seamlessly. And it looks like personality wise and where they're positioned in the lineup too just seems so natural.
Yeah. Their play style is so suited to the Misfits. It's, you know, both Alan and Justin care about the game and are competitive, but when they're on the lane, it's very just let it happen, let the ball do the work, celebrate the good stuff, but not get caught up in the not so good stuff.
Yeah, it's a very good way to put it.
Matching spares. Morgan on the double pretty much nullifies the extra count, or she gets the extra count, sorry. A couple extra points.
Big shot here. Kim wants to stay in it, and Curtis wants to throw another one and run away a bit on her.
Yeah. Oh, and the odds swing to Kim. The bowling gods. They say, even the scales shall remain. So that's 8 marks in a row now for Pin Slayers. That's exactly what they want to see happening. Oh,
Slid by.
just tickled it. Should be an easy half for Nathan here. Oh,
Good shot.
see,
Rattles
folks,
the
Bonnie Doon.
corner.
Apparently, Bonnie Doon has used up all the strikes today. Nice. Good spare. Keeps him well in control of this match.
Kind of an interesting, interesting mentality here for Michaela, perhaps, when, she's tied in her match, and on a 4-bagger, but she's the only one they're ahead of.
Yeah.
Like, it almost lets Alan freewheel a little bit more, knowing that he's got a little more backup right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Michaela's really only looking at Morgan as kind of helping her out.
Although it can change in a hurry, right? Sean throws the double there, which will help, and Kim got her strike to get back in hers. But
Just an opening up there.
It's a big swing.
Yeah.
Especially if Sean can throw one more, it really will bring those totals right back together.
Yeah. Last frame before the commercial break here. You want to go in on a high note.
Yeah, put some pressure down.
Especially some subconsciously, if you go in knowing you're trailing 100 now, 60 more in either direction really changes the game.
Yeah. Oh, and there it is. There could be the big swing. You kind of knew that was coming from Michaela. She gets away with that one where maybe not quite perfect, and that next one is going to be so good.
Yeah, because now you're starting right from scratch again.
Yeah, you basically missed, so
yeah,
really only one strike. Great shot from Morgan. Yeah, that one out of the hand too. So this is kind of the first time today that we'll see how Misfits handle a little bit of pressure back from the other side of the screen.
Yeah. They climb their way back here in the first half.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Nicely done. Yeah, really good aggressive shot. Nice from Kim. Push.
A little thin. Looked like she threw it really well, though.
Yeah. I liked that she was over top of the shot, aggressive with it, just a little thin. That's 3 first balls in a row now for her that had potential, though, so I think she'll be feeling a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, I think she's found her rhythm.
And Curtis is going to open the door for her.
A little bit of what Curtis did in the first game, right? Throw a double and then a half open and then a double.
Yeah. Again, those games where you're like, it's not a bad game, but man, it was so close to being a great game.
Yeah.
Same as the last frame from Nathan there.
That could be it for Nathan, I think, the way he came off the lane there.
Yeah. A little nod.
Yeah. Carol's in.
So,
Like you Carroll was solid, 258 the first game, just that little blip in the 10th.
Yeah. I don't expect her to do that again.
No.
And this is, like you said, Steve, we're seeing a 4-women lineup now.
Yeah.
Oh. It's when you turn around, you look at Nathan, you said, "You left the wrong side." That's not the side that I spare. Again, bowlers not taking accountability for their own actions.
100%.
So early on, but a pivotal shot here for Shongs. There's a huge difference whether he throws a third one here and if he doesn't.
Yeah. Especially Justin's back on the strike, so.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like Sean needs this one.
Yeah, I think this is a key moment for this match. Oh, good roll.
Yeah, I had lots of stuff on it. Solid spare. That's what he needed.
So we have 661 to 611, 50 pin difference in the first half. We'll run our commercial break and bang back second half. Yeah.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right.
We're back.
And thanks, of course, to all our sponsors. We appreciate it, and to the work of the people that went out and helped get the sponsors. I still think, as one of the faces of the league, Tyler, we got to put you in a vest and get you driving a snowplow or something.
Haunt me forever. Push. Ah. We'll blame that on the commercial break, Michaela.
Yeah.
It's a great count. Gives her team lots of points.
With Alan opening there, she's really gained a lead here.
Going to take a commanding lead. See if I can find a way to get the University of Calgary to sponsor. Then I'll get back in a commercial.
A close second match, too, with Morgan up 10.
Yeah.
Both players on strikes.
Oh,
She'll want that one back.
yeah, that first set was really big, really slow, and then kind of forced her to overthrow going into the slide.
Was there a term for that? Something to do with the tub?
Oh, yeah. Nice. Kaylee takes advantage.
That's the killer thing about picking a 3-pin, too. You throw that second ball so good, and going down there, you know it just probably doesn't have a chance of getting the spare.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to need a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather punch a head pin because then I know I'm not getting the spare, and I get an extra 2 points.
Good bounce back for Curtis. Chance for Kim to stay within 3 if she can match.
That looks pretty good. Oh,
Slid by.
yeah, she's throwing those hard rolls, and sometimes they just, when you expect it to, especially on the acrylic sets, it's just, they're tough to read.
I always find with the solid, even though I like throwing solid bowling balls, it's hard to see the rotation.
Yeah, you have to know exactly how it comes out of your hand to know where the rotation's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have purple cyclones I use sometimes in the odd time. Because I've been out practicing a little bit to see if I can do this again. But the odd time I'll throw Paramounts or something with a lot of color on just from my own brain just to see what the rotation looks like.
The training mechanism.
Because in our heads,
Carol.
I think we know what we want the ball to look like going down, but sometimes just as a visual, it helps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sean working on his spare.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great ball. You can see he's a little shocked by that one. Perturbed, if you will. It's the half, no problem.
Yeah, that full, I didn't think he expected it to deflect, to cut through like that.
No, we haven't really seen that shot out in Duncan.
No, you're good. All good. Good shot.
Alan finds the shot again. Fortunately, he's fallen a little bit behind Michaela, but he's going to try and keep his team in there for total.
Yeah, totals wise, still very close. Obviously, the 2 doubles on the Misfits side will be big.
Gonna be a big advantage. Yeah. Oh, Haley's really found it. I thought that shot was a little better from Morgan. Just didn't seem to have quite the same spot.
Yeah, it didn't look too bad. Just didn't quite get up the hill there.
Oh. And this puts Barry in a tough position with Curtis, right? His match is close. He's hitting the middle, but he's just not able to string anything together. And it's like, well, do you wait it out and let him find something, or knowing that you have Jamie and Ron on the bench, do you let one of them try and find?
Yeah, and that's where you kind of you're looking at the other side, and Kim hasn't shown the ability to string strikes either. So a bit of a lead seems a little bit safe right now, but you also don't, and I guess it helps that they've already made their only move on the other side too.
Yeah,
Because sometimes that comes into play. If you know there's still a weapon left on the other bench, you might react a little sooner as well.
Right. Oh. Little gentle from Brandon. It's going to give Carol a really good chance here to bring this 4th spot back into a contentious place.
And sometimes you see someone miss a frame before and then go up the next time and almost a little careful, like they're just trying to hit it rather than throw it with their full aggression.
Absolutely. Nicely done. Seeing a little bit of frustration from Carol there.
Yeah, wants to come in for Nathan so good, right? You can get back into that match. You need the double.
You also wonder if there's any carryover in there, like attitude-wise, over her finish from the 10th frame last game.
100%. That can be. Oh.
Yeah.
Now I'd be fuming. A table's being flipped. Yeah, that's got to be a hard thing to let go of. I mean, you need 5, and you clip the 3.
Good count for Justin on his double.
So Misfits with 100-point lead here, but it doesn't feel like a 100-point lead. I mean, it's not, but.
Yeah. But yeah, I
90.
know what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh. That one was thinner, so I get it, but I mean, that's 3 in a row now that he's just.
Yeah, the left corner, he had lots of roll on it. He pushed it for that corner, and then the 2 rights were pretty good pocket hits, and not even a wink at it.
Yeah.
And then, that just
Fortunately,
rubbed
those are
salt
going
in
to
the
happen.
wound. Yeah.
No human is perfect. We miss corners. When you have that many in a row, you start to just, make sure you get it. Make sure you reach.
And sometimes, especially if they're a good shot in a row, you're frustrated over the corner and, at times you're not fully focused on the spare shot. You're still in your head, upset you didn't carry it.
Yeah, you're thinking about the ball before instead of the ball in your hand.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do a study to see if the corner percentage for people was way higher on corners they were almost happy with, as opposed to corners that they got roasted on.
Mhm.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Because I think it is.
Oh, for
It's
sure it is. You would think, because you hope, but most people are probably entering it with a positive attitude because, like, oh, I got away with that, as opposed to
Yeah.
a negative
Right.
attitude that, oh, I got screwed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Okay, well, we'll
oh.
never shake.
Well, we're back. We're okay.
Okay, breaks it up for a good count.
Yeah, that was really heavy for Kaylee. Morgan's going to look for a good 9-10 here to kind of save this match. So strong the first game. Tough to
Just enough.
be very happy about. Yeah.
I think Kaylee was worried about that one sliding by, but they called the sweepers off in time. And it curled just enough to take it out.
Yeah. Hit the dry spot. Hit the dry spot.
Huh?
Looks like we got someone warming up. See if
Potential tie game here.
yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
Darn.
Yeah, just kind of not like they have Michaela running up top and then kind of piecing together the rest of the games. Nobody's kind of following suit here.
Yeah.
Where the Misfits, like, everybody kind of has their brief moments. They have doubles kind of throughout.
Yeah. A couple turkeys, couple doubles.
Yeah. Nobody's
Exactly.
really having a bad game.
No. And unfortunately, one person is not enough to beat 5 other people.
No.
See, hopefully Carol can get back on it here. She looks really good in the 6th frame. I say that's a pretty fair getaway for Justin there. A little high on
Yeah.
the nose again.
Yeah, it was pretty high in the face. There you go.
Nicely done. Great job.
Bounce back from that frame that she wished she didn't throw.
Yeah.
And Justin opening up his 8th frame. Yeah, that was a no-doubter.
Yeah.
So 110 pin lead.
Marks are in favor for Misfits just a little. They've got 3 strikes and a spare. I guess they've got double. Pretty much even then. Oh, nice. Great shot. She is locked in.
And poor Alan having a great game, but again, needs to.
Yeah, kind of needs one more to hold Michaela off here, at least from gaining in total for the team. The toe tap was a bad sign.
Morgan fell off of it, but
like Steve said, sometimes the balls where you're throwing it worse are the better ones.
And I wonder too, because she'd missed a few frames there, she missed off to the right, whether conscious effort to make sure she got it out.
Yeah.
okay, I'm making sure. That's a good hit.
She'll max out at 228. Curtis still has some work to do if he's going to want to shut her out.
Oh.
Great shot. Kaylee is really just... Every shot seems to be the same. Kind of right side of the head pin. Got enough weight behind it. It's not skipping the deuce. It's an issue that we see with her quite often.
Yeah, because a couple looked like it almost did, but just caught enough of the band going across it to knock it over.
So she has locked up that match in the second place. Morgan can max at 260.
A couple strikes here on the bottom for the pin slayers. If they could double up, they could make this really interesting.
Yeah, we saw a good ninth frame for them last game. Nope. It's not the pattern you want to see.
It's an odd lane. Really messes with you. That was a big spare by Curtis.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Guess the push that time. Oh.
It's a couple like that he's had today where just full left pocket and the three just wraps around.
Yeah, just rattles in that getter.
There you go, Sean. I like rebuild the confidence in that shot after getting posed twice.
Double check their score here.
You hear bowlers say it all the time, but that could easily be a 7-bagger for Sean.
Yeah, like probably, well, yeah. At least a 4-bagger for sure. The left corner, but holy.
Yeah.
You know, in any other center, you're thinking, well, geez.
Oh, I might be way out on their score here.
Uh-oh. We carry a 1?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I missed something here. Nope, I was right. Never mind. We good.
Phew. All right, 10th frame. Last 10th frame of the day.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Come on, Michaela. Nice. Great ball. Really holding her team in this match.
Proving that there's no commentator jinx, what is the highest female score in the 5PL? Oh, no.
I couldn't tell you that off the top of my head.
And that's the only count that would have cost her a 4-2.
Yep.
If she carried the corner, she would have had 4.
Still a great game. 395. I want to say maybe Jana Van Willingham had like a 390 something as well last season.
Yeah, that does ring a bell. I'll have to go back into the scorebooks and check it out.
Yeah. I know you're busy now. You can do that after.
Yeah. And doing points, pinfall. Oh my god, it's way too much going on there.
And we do know what the overall high game is because I got to see it last week. Wow.
That's brutal. When you're trying to fight back in total, that is not the shot you want.
Yeah, because that's probably her money shot most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty good.
At least she takes the spare. So well, Kaylee, so not gaining anything there, unfortunately. We'll see what the count is going to be, but very quickly running them out of frames here.
Yeah, they have the double at the bottom, but yeah, 2 spares and a strike working on the Misfit side.
You know, Curtis, Brandon, and Justin are 3 players that don't often miss the middle or leave too many sticks out. Oh, a drop off. Okay. I thought that was going to be like aces or split, but great game from Kaylee, 297. Super solid. That might have been Kim's best ball all day. That was just, it looks so easy.
Yep, and in a perfect spot too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh. There's another one.
She walked
That's the
almost
Kim they
her version of walking that off.
Yeah.
So this should have gone from Curtis freewheeling for totals to Curtis, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll save the match, but
Yeah.
definitely got himself into some dangerous territory there.
A great job by Kim grinding through that game.
Yeah.
A couple punches after the first frame, just grinded it out all the way.
Oh. Oh, come on.
It's not getting the corners to fall when they need them.
Huh.
With that being said, the Misfits have had their fair share of corners here too, but
yeah, certainly less
players
strikes.
there have had a few.
Certainly making a difference here. Uh-oh. Not ideal. Oh, really not ideal now.
Oh, Misfits had to be careful here. They really blew up 10. But
yeah.
They're counting their lucky stars a little bit.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous had Farrell gotten that corner to go.
Oh, it's still dangerous here. Only 35 pins.
1340 left, I think, right?
Yeah.
Can Sean get it to go? He does. Nicely done. Great job. So ball in hand, they've taken the lead. Come on. Gets another one. Huge. That's a lot of pressure on Justin now. Little father-daughter duo carrying this team.
Bookends.
Gets one.
It's big.
Lots of sticks. Nice. That's what you gotta ask Barrington to do. Holy. Master class.
So now Justin's going to need a count for the match.
Yeah. And the total.
That's correct, right? I'm going to double check math here before.
25, 26, 34.
Oh, you're roasted.
Okay.
I think it's 33 carry.
Oh.
You have what, sorry? 38. Okay. I think I have 38. But
25.
230, 201.
26.
I have 1338 as well.
25. Yeah.
Yeah, 13:38. I had an extra 15 in there.
Okay.
Wow, that was so
They
close.
sneak away with the 7.
Wow.
A huge finish for Justin there, getting not only the first one, but he needed the count on the second ball.
Yeah. If you got roasted on the first one.
Oh, game over.
All right. We'll bring our beautiful faces in here. So a 7-1 win for the Misfits. That was so close. Unreal.
Yeah, it's a good way to finish the day.
Yeah. All the matches came down to the 10th frame for sure, but 2 of the matches came down to the last bowler.
And and another tough one for the Pinslayers. Like the 3 losses now, 1370, 1458, and right there, 15-6, 1353 to 1338.
Yeah.
It's a tough league that's just in.
All right, let's bring in our managers here. Player manager, Sean Eby.
Is it for sure?
And, Barry. You're muted there, Sean, just so you're aware. But wow, that was an intense match there, guys. Right to the last bowler.
Thanks
to your guys' match.
Wow, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
That was my bad. But
that's all right.
we were jumping up and down here going, yes. Oh, yeah. That's all good. I knew it was going to be close.
Michaela. Great game for Michaela.
She needed to strike out.
Yeah, that was the difference right there.
Yep.
Well played back and forth all the way for the most part. A couple little blips there. I mean, Sean, you yourself left several really good corners on good shots, as your team did. On the other side, same thing for Justin as well. Some good shots that didn't carry. It happens so often that many shots in one game, and any one of them could have made the difference.
Yeah. Really good match. Sure.
Yeah, it was. Barry, was there any?
We were joking about the number of girls I had.
Oh yeah, we said it was four player or 4 female lineup. Worked out great.
Incredibly competitive women.
Yeah. Barry, was there any sense of panic there in the 10th frame when the team really wasn't putting any big marks together?
Yeah, there was a bit it's like get the punch there, and it's just like, oh my God, what's going on? You guys are trying to make my job tough here. Like, what's going on here? Yeah. And I think in there about the 7th frame there, had a few of them warming up just in case here. I think Curtis had a couple of punches there that was a little bit on the concern. But
fair enough.
Kept them all in, and they performed well.
Yeah. So obviously, split day for the Pinslayers. Great day, Sean. Obviously, your first week wasn't great, so obviously some work in the last. You still have 8 more matches for the rest of the season, so lots of room to gain those points back. But not a horrible day in the end. Your team played great.
Yep.
And
again, I hope everything came through for the feed.
Yep. And again, Sean, like the 3 games you didn't win, your oppositions had 13.5 or 1,400 every single time. So you guys haven't been playing that bad. It's just a tough league.
Absolutely. And so it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Barry, great day for the Misfits.
It sure was. The only thing I think we've got to try and have Alan get some points here soon.
Yeah, man.
He's had a lot of tough matches, but I'm sure he's been doing well. But
that leadoff role is
happy once he gets his first point, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we'll let you guys go. Congrats on the day, and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, Thanks guys. Good job.
Guys.
Well, thank you very much for being on the call, guys. Great day.
It was fun. Always cool hanging out with you two. I always learn something.
Oh, probably nothing important though.
No, just kidding. No, lots of fun, lots of great matches, and for the viewers, if you want to, you can head over and the final game on the other feed's going in the 10th frame right now.
Perfect. Amazing. We'll run our last commercial and we'll see you guys all next. See some people at Manitoba Open. The 5PL is on a week break, so take care.
Yep. Good luck to everybody playing that. I'll be watching from home.
Amazing. All right. Bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.